Broskies? It's your boy Holo, and I got kind of like another little story for y'all. But first, before I get into all that shit, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. I know I haven't uploaded in like a fucking week, but I'm back. Spring break is over. I'm not on vacation, so I'll probably be back on my shit. So don't worry about that if you're like, oh man, I want another story or some shit. Anyways, I'm gonna fucking tell y'all is about how I cut my hand open. Shit was fucking disgusting. Well, no, it wasn't that disgusting, but the shit was cut open and there was blood all over my fucking hand. But anyways, so basically I go to my dad's house for like holidays and shit like that, and all the time we have this fence, and of course all houses, well, it's weird if you don't, but just about all houses they have like fences and shit. Well, our fence, whenever I'm like going to like the backyard or something to go see something, to go see like what my dad's doing if he's back there, what whoever's doing if they're back there, usually whenever I go to the fence, I run and I leap over this shit, because it's like a 4.5 foot fence, but I just leap over the shit usually. It's like hurdling basically, but just in my own little way. And I've probably did it about 100 fucking times. No exaggeration. I do it like all the time when I'm there. And we're having a party, a crawfish boil if you wanna know. That shit was delicious too. Fucking corn, potatoes. All right, let me get off of that. Anyways, like a little party, whatever, and one of my uncles was over there, and I was telling him, I was like, yo, I said, you know my hurdle game is fire. He was like, your what? I said, my hurdle game is fire. And he's like, your hurdle game is fire? He's like, okay. He's like, well, what does that mean? And I'm like, I had to explain to him that whenever, like, nowadays, like, if you say, oh, something this, it's fire, it means it's really good. And I told him that or whatever. I was like, it means I'm really good at, like, hurdling and stuff. And I was telling him about how I can hurdle that fence with, like, no problem. So he's like, all right, I want to see you hurdle that fence. He's like, go for it. He's like, I don't see you hurdling no fence. So I go to the fence, and I started running a lot earlier than I should have, or a lot later, one of those two. And I slowed down right before I went to go jump over it, and I fucked up. Look, at this moment I knew I fucked up. I had to say this shit. But so I slowed down and fucking hold up, get it, bitch. So I slowed down and jumped, right? And I'm like, all right, I think I just fucked up. As I jump, I don't know if it was my shoe, my foot, as I was jumping over, it gets caught in the hole, and my whole body, like how you see in like fucking fail videos and shit, my whole body just flips over the fucking fence, and I'm just like smacking it on the ground. And don't get me wrong, that shit was fucking painful. Hold up, oh shit, I'm choking. It's not just fucking die, bitch. Anyways, yeah, this shit was fucking painful. But I just like I flipped, I hit the ground, and I was just like, ah, fuck, and everybody's like laughing and shit. And my uncle was like, oh, you fell? He's like, I told you couldn't jump that fence, and he was like laughing and shit. And my dad was like, what? He fell? Because my dad was surprised, because he always sees me jump the fence, like all the time. And when I landed, like my hand, like when you land on your hands, this shit burns, you know, because your hand scrapes against the concrete. Well, that's what my hand did, but there was something on the concrete that cut my fucking hand open, right? And I didn't notice it at first, because, you know, like, usually people's like, oh, it's just adrenaline rushing through your body or something. Well, yeah, I didn't notice it. But, so I was like, man, fuck. I fell. And I was like, all right, I can't go out with a fucking fall. I said, I gotta redeem myself. So I go and I hop over the fence, and I redeem myself, right? But nobody sees this shit, and I'm like, he was like, go redeem yourself. You can't just leave yourself with a fall. He's like, because the only thing I see you doing right now is busting your ass. And I'm like, I just jumped over the fence just a second ago. And he was like, no, well, I didn't see it. You gonna do it again? And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So because of that, I have the mindset that I'm finna bust my ass again, because he's like, he didn't see it that time. And I was like, thank you. I jumped it, but didn't see it. And so he was like, all right, go again. So I go on the other side, close the fence, put them together or whatever. And one of my other neighbors, he's like, there's no way you can jump that fence. That's like a 4.5 foot fence. There's no way you can jump that. and he's like looking, drinking a beer or whatever. And so I start running, and I run, and I leap into the fucking air, right? And I clear the fence. My neighbor's like, oh shit, dude, you're like a fucking gazelle, dude. He said, you need to be doing track or some shit. But I went inside after that, and I went to the bathroom because, you know, I had to piss. And I started pissing or whatever. And there was fucking blood all over my fucking hands. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm not a female. I don't have periods. What is this shit? I start pissing, and there's blood on my hands. And I look at my hand, and there's this big cut at like the top left corner of my hand. And there's like blood all over it. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, fuck. And I stop, or no, I don't stop. I finish pissing, and I wash my hands. I think I washed my hands first with some type of soap, and I put it like all over the cut, dude. And the shit burns, because everybody knows when you get some shit in your cut, like fucking, like when you put peroxide on the cut, you're like, ah, fuck, my fucking hand's on fire, like the shit's burning. And so I put the soap in my fucking hand, and I was washing them, whatever, and I was like, fuck, it burns, like doing that. And then I took some Germex, and I was like, all right, come on. I said, I gotta disinfect the shit, because at the time I was looking for hydrogen peroxide. I'm pretty sure that's what this shit's called. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. So I'm under the influence that we don't have any. And fucking, so I put Germex all over it, and then I take this rag, this hot rag, and I wrap it around my hand. And I keep that on for maybe like an hour, because later I went to my friend's house and we was watching this basketball game. And you know how, like, if you're in like water so long or something like that, your hands get all wrinkly and shit. Well, that's what happened to my hand, because I had that rag on it so long. My hands was like, they were fucking wrinkly. And I took the rag off, and I was like looking at it, and it was like the most disgusting cut I've ever seen in my life. And like, the skin was like halfway peeled off, but I didn't never like finish peeling it off. So I never finished peeling it off. Like I just let it be, and I pushed it back down whenever I was trying to get it to like heal or whatever. Well, I should just tell you guys that whenever you like do the shit, whenever like you have skin coming off and you let it like go back on your hand, you don't have like no peroxide or anything on it, it will close up, and it will turn into like a ball, like a little small blister looking thing, and the shit hurts, and there will be like pus and shit inside of it. It's fucking disgusting. You can't be doing that. But I did that, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, it's fucking nasty. And I just kept it like that. I put the rag back on, kept it like that for a little bit. Went to the house later. When I got back, I grabbed a knife out my kitchen. No, I didn't cut my hand open again, just in case you finna assume I did. But I grabbed the knife out the kitchen, and I'm sitting at the table. I'm staring at my hand. I'm like, all right, I know this shit's gonna hurt, but it's fucking. Well, actually, I did kind of cut my hand, but not bad. I was just trying to do something. And I was like, I know this shit's gonna fucking hurt. But I took the knife, and the little cut or blister, whatever you want to call it, that I had on my hand, I cut it. I cut the shit open, and you could see like fucking stuff coming out of it, dude. And then it was so fucking nasty, like the nastiest shit ever. Well, it's not the nastiest shit I've seen, but the nastiest shit I've seen on my hand, that shit was fucking nasty, dude. And I was like, and I got like this weird feeling, because I don't like seeing shit like that. Like, I could never be a fucking doctor or nurse, any of that shit related. But so I cut the pus out, and I'm just like, like I want to fucking throw up everywhere. And the shit was burning. It was burning so bad. And then I got my dad to get me like some bandages and shit. And I would show y'all. I wish I could show y'all what it looks like, but I don't have a camera yet. So maybe when I do get a camera, I can start doing a face. What the fuck is it? I don't even remember this. Face reveal and shit. Cause a lot of you know what I look like, but some of you don't. But when I get my camera, I'll definitely do like face reveals and shit, because I think that'd be pretty badass. And I would show y'all what it looked like, because it's pretty fucking nasty. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all like that little story. I just thought was fucking weird, and I need to upload something anyway, so shit, fuck it, might as well, right? But oh my goodness, motherfucker. But yeah, aside from that, I'm gonna be like the video, okay? Like if you want me to tell more stories and shit, just like the video, cause I got stories for fucking days. I have stories on deck. Just tell me what kind of story you want to hear, cause supernatural stories and shit that's happened to me before, like ghost shit. I have fucking near-death experiences. Yeah, just leave a comment of what kind of story you want me to tell, because if it's happened to me, I got you. And it's usually an interesting ass story, dude. I'll be telling the most bomb ass fucking stories. Anyways, I guess that's gonna be it for now. Like, comment, you know, do what you guys gotta do. Share the shit and get your friends to watch it. Help me get up there. I'm still not at 700 yet. I wanted to get there before spring break was over, but hey, life is what it is. So peace out, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Got you, buddy.
UAV awaiting. Postal on standby.
Two damn phones, Babylons can't crack the code. Used to sip out, stop.